We're here live at the United Spirit Arena waiting for first serve at 6 o'clock, where the Red Raiders host their annual Pink game against the Oklahoma Sooners. They will be looking for their first Big 12 home win. When you come back, we'll have a full recap. The Oklahoma Sooners came into the sold-out, blacked-out Jones yesterday looking for revenge after the Texas Tech Red Raiders crushed their national championship hopes last season. OU's head coach Bob Stoops had 2 weeks to prepare for Tech and had not lost back-to-back Big 12 games since taking over in Oklahoma. It was a critical game for the Sooners to remain in conversations for the Big 12 title, while Tech was looking for their first Big 12 win at the Jones since 2010 against Missouri. With the standout game including his 100th touchdown pass, Landry Jones passed for 2 touchdowns, Blake Bell ran for 2 more, and number 17 Oklahoma beat Tech 41-20. Even though Tech's defense had their worst performance of the year, giving up 380 total yards after coming in ranked number 1 in the nation, Art Kaufman trusts his group will turn it around.
And they understand, hey, we did as much to ourselves as the other team did, and that, hey, we got to get that corrected. And I think our guys, with the leadership we've got, I'm not concerned of us having a fragile mentality, I guess, simply because of our leadership.
We're here at the RIP for a fun-filled weekend with a bunch of all-star games. First off, the girls hit the court in just a few minutes. Following that, the boys will tip off, and then we're headed over to Friendship for the all-star football game. It should be a fun-filled weekend full of talent here in the Hub City. We are hitting the gridiron for Tommy Tuberville's Women's Football Clinic, getting an inside look at Tech football.
Very informative for the ladies to kind of learn a little bit more about football. Some get to throw and catch and do drills, and so we kind of teach them a little bit about what we do as coaches and what our players go through. And then we raise money for the abused children. And I think that's the number one reason we have this, but it's for a good cause, and it's kind of a fun happening before we get ready for the season.
We caught up with one of the vets who was ready to hit the field running.
I've actually caught a pass from Seth Daggy last year, and before that I've caught passes from Taylor Potts and actually Baron Batch. So it's a lot of fun to get out there. You get to do a little defensive drill and do some conditioning stuff in the weight room and just kind of get a taste of what it's like to be a player.
High, on the other hand, was a little rusty, getting some help from our killer Orange group. Some of the coaches taking me deep to the end zone. All proceeds from this year's women's clinic will go towards Lubbock Women's Protective Services. For Fox 34 Sports, I'm Lauren Bogle. Welcome back, everyone. No surprise, Chris Walker named interim head coach of Red Raider basketball. He takes over for Billy Gillespie, who resigned 2 weeks ago, citing health concerns. Walker in charge of daily operations over the past several weeks, while former head coach Billy Gillespie was on sick leave. The Villanova grad has 17 years experience coaching on the college level. He spent 2 years as an assistant coach at Villanova before arriving on the South Plains last summer as Gillespie's associate head coach. Today at a news conference at the USA Athletic Director Kirby Hocutt introducing Walker as the interim head coach. There you see the team looking on. This will be Walker's first job as a head coach.
It means everything to me. As I said before, any assistant coach, and even the guys I work with who've never had this opportunity know, all the long nights, the long days from recruiting, to watching film, and you've put time and time year after year, moving your family around, taking different jobs, taking lesser jobs, losing, winning. There's just a lot that goes into this process, and to get this opportunity, it's just a gift from God.
It's great. I don't have to deal with my mom and grandma asking me every day who's the coach. So, it's good. And I bet they feel the same way because we all can just focus on this season and moving forward.
Terms of the deal not released. Athletic Director Kirby Hocutt did say the deal will run for 6 months, basically for 1 season. After that, they will reevaluate the situation. Now to football, TCU's hopes of winning the Big 12 title taking a big hit. Casey Paha suspended after being charged with a DWI Thursday. The junior reportedly ran a stop sign and hit a curb before being pulled over in Fort Worth. Paha's arrest coming 8 months after he failed a drug test and said he smoked marijuana. 2 weeks later, his roommate arrested in a drug sting on campus. That roommate, linebacker Tanner Brock, who was kicked off the team in 4 games this season. Paha throwing for 948 yards and 10 touchdowns. The 13th ranked Horned Frogs face Iowa State on Saturday. No word on how long his suspension will be. The Red Raiders play at TCU October 20th. For the first time since 2008, a Red Raider football game selling out before kickoff. The Big 12 home opener this Saturday against Oklahoma sold out. Fans encouraged to wear as much black as possible. The Red Raiders and Sooners kick off at 2:30. Red Raiders soccer looking to keep its win streak alive. Tech winners of 3 in a row, hosting Baylor tomorrow night. Tom Stone and crew sweeping a pair of conference matches last weekend at the John Walker. The Red Raiders 2-1 in Big 12 play, 10-3 overall, the best start in program history. The ladies from Waco are ranked 25th and lead the Big 12 in every offensive category. The Lubbock High Westerners have the week off trying to focus on crawling out of the 0-3 record they have started off with. Head coach Jason Strunk trusts his team is close to getting their first W.
We're hard-nosed, we're faster, we're quicker. We're not going to stop, and I can tell you, once we get these wins, and they're there, we're on the cusp of it, it's going to be a lot of fun around here, and the kids are looking forward to it, and so am I.
With Fox 34 Sports,